Okay, here is the X3 at night. Thought I'd do a whole night video here because it is kind of cool. Actually, I really like it. Although it could be better, and I'll point that out in a second. Made sure to, for sure, get the ambient light package. So there's accent lights across the doors. There's a couple lights up here that kind of shine down, and it makes it all shiny and blue down there. And of course over here in my door as well. And it's also carried through in the back seats, one on each side there too. Now, when I looked to get this car, I was also debating the Mercedes GLB, and those at night really pop. It's one of the reasons I was attracted to it to begin with, because I really wanted something that looked nice at night. You know, you can't go wrong with ambient lighting, or in my opinion, there's no such thing as too much ambient lighting. It can always be better. Which kind of leads me back to here, especially when you compare it to the GLB. There's really just, if you can see my hand, one big strip up there, and then some ambient lights around the side, and then over here as well. So you have one strip of really bright, brilliant blue, and then everything else is kind of like a muted, not really muted, but it definitely looks a lot more brighter on the video than it does in real life. All these other underneath sections. Up here next to the glove box, and then on the doors as well. Hopped in the back seat here. Here's a quick view from behind. You can see everything from back here, of course, even your own personal lights on the side. And if you can tell, my feet are all beiged and blue as well down below, so on either side you get that effect too. I really wish there was more of that top blue or strips somewhere else. Perhaps like Mercedes, you know, something on the console would have been a nice touch. Maybe up here, you know, bringing that around to the steering wheel or something behind the screen would have been nice. Something else. I feel like it's missing something. As good as it does look, the color at night, it is definitely missing some more of that. I want more, and I feel like I'm kind of shortchanged a little bit when it comes to those ambient lights. You can also change it. You don't have to do blue, but blue is gonna be the best when you look at all the colors. And there's a couple ways to do this. I can tell the car to change it. So change the colors to orange.
I've selected the lighting color orange with contour and orange.
This isn't bad. The only problem is all these buttons are orange already to start with. So instead of having orange all over the place, I like having blue. It really changes it up and really looks nice with the orange. Now if I go into the car settings here, lights somewhere, there we go, interior lighting. So here's all the color choices you got. You actually don't have that many. There's bronze, which kind of looks just like orange. I mean, there's not much change there. There's some of these two-tone colors, so when I hit that, the top part's going to come white, and then the rest of those side lights are going to be the color you selected. You know, if I go back to bronze, so that's bronze, and then if I select orange, that's orange. Like, it's not even worth it. Like, what's the difference? I think that's a little silly. Blue, of course, is the best. Blue and white, I don't like it. It's too weird. I'd much rather have it blue all over the place, because it's kind of when you hit blue, like it's almost like a two-tone blue, because you got the bright strip on top, which is actually more blue in person than I think the video does it justice, and then the blue on the bottom, which is actually more faded in person, but at least what I'm looking at here on the screen, it actually looks more of a brilliant bright blue, but it's kind of opposite in real life. You do have green, so I'll show that. It's not green enough. It looks almost like a white green, and it kind of clashes with the orange. I don't really like that color combo, so, you know, no thanks. There's this lilac purple color, which isn't terrible, but, you know, I'm not a girl, and it doesn't work with the orange. I don't think it's too clashy. And that's it. So, you know, that's all you get. There's no option to like change it automatically, like slowly fade into different colors. I kind of would like that, maybe. But short of that, we're just going to go back to blue here. and show that, because that by far to me is, you know, hands down the best color, and I like blue anyway, so for sure. Also at night, you do have, if you can see it, I don't know if it's going to come across in the video, but the headlights turn, so they're dynamic. As you turn into turns and stuff, they're going to follow. I can see it, but I'm not sure if the video can make that distinction. When you see the headlights, you know, turn when I turn the steering wheel like I just did. Again, I'm not sure if you can tell that or not. It does have a heads-up display, so if you're looking at what that's floating in there, again, it doesn't. You probably can't see it too well on the video if I turn off the headlights. Again, I don't think it does it justice. It looks really nice in person. That's not gonna work, is it? When I zoom in like that, because it's gonna try to capture all that light. I really like the heads-up display. I think it's really cool, and I know a lot of cars have them now, but I'm really happy I got it with this one, and it's really nice. You get the map in there if you're navigating to a destination. You get the miles per hour and the speed limit, which there's a dedicated camera on the car that captures the speed limits, so you don't really have to pay attention. You know, the car's going to follow that for you and then just display it in the heads-up display, and also in the gauge cluster down here. I don't know if you can tell, it's this one. You also notice I got the full digital display, not the hybrid model that some of them come with as standard. Didn't really look right for me with the hybrid gauges. So and to be honest, like, I don't think this is the best thing in the world either. Like, I think they could have gone all out with a digital gauge cluster. And the map in the middle, it's also there too. It just looks a little crazy. I think they could have just done a better design overall, and especially like if I'm not navigating to somewhere, that whole part where the map is just black. So the whole like main center part of the screen is just all black when you're not navigating anywhere, which is most of the time. To be honest, you're not going to navigate in to go up and down the street, you know, wherever you're going to the grocery store. So most of the time I'm just looking at black in the middle of the screen, and then all the gauges are to the side. But even then, like, I barely even look at this, you know, because I'm always looking up here at the road, and I got my speed limit and my speed gauge, you know, in my heads-up display. So that's really all you need. Why don't I step outside and give you a tour of that? Of course, the lights popped on, and you can see even with the lights, these lights kind of look pretty good. Let me see how to do this. I think I need to start the car again. And when I do step outside, those lights are going to come on anyway. You'll notice I also got BMW logo lights in the base, which look better than I thought. There's also these path lightings that's on the floor. If I zoom back out even more, here's what it looks like from a distance. You can still see that blue accent lighting's in the car, probably. Again, I'm not sure how much you can tell. Again, path lighting on this side. Heck, I stepped into a giant branch. Come around front. There's those headlights for the bug on it. Actually, a lot of bugs. They're all over the place. It's that kind of time of night. These did not come with the car. I had to install them later, and I'll probably do a whole video segment on it, I'm thinking, because they're really cool, and one of the first things you'll notice, obviously, when you get in the car. I grab my keys. They're on all the doors. The only problem is with the back ones, they hit the path lighting. The path lighting will eventually turn off after like 30 seconds, but it's in the way for now. So luckily that's the back and not the front, because I'm almost always going to get in the front. But I really like these. These are certainly a nice touch, and a lot brighter, more vivid than I would have thought. when I got them. So yeah, that's a quick tour at night of what this thing looks like. It's really fun driving around. Like I said, I really like the blue. Real nice job there. I just wish there was more of it. I don't think you can have enough. You know, like, could have had an all-out option that just covers everything and makes this thing look like a spaceship, and that would have been really cool. You know, top the GLB would have been ideal, but for now, this is what I got. This is what I'm stuck with. Not that I'm stuck with it, because it's still really nice. So yeah, that's a quick tour of what the 2021 BMW X3 looks like at night.